revolver, firing bullets in the sky. Your love is like a soldier, loyal till you die. And I've been looking at the stars for a long, long time. I've been putting out fires all my life. Everybody wants a flame, they don't want to get burned.
Joined on the sofa by James Blunt. How are you?
I'm very well. You know, it's nice to see you.
It's
we
always
know
good
each other,
to see you.
actually.
We do.
We know each other from we have previous.
From Match.com. From Match.com.
Exactly.
Obviously not. But it's good to see you.
You're really good to see
And
you.
you're back with a new record, which
Absolutely.
is exciting. The fourth studio album.
Fourth album down the line, and I've just been literally allowed out of the studio last week. So you're the first human being I've spoken to in about a year.
It's brilliant. Okay, this will go really smoothly.
And I thought it was going to be a more interesting human being, but I'm just stuck with you.
Brilliant.
Well, today is our turn. Days like these lead to nights like this, lead to love like ours. You light the spark in my bonfire heart.
Moon Landing is the name of the album. But this is my fourth album, and I've gone and recorded it in much the same way as I recorded my first, Back to Bedlam, with Tom Rothrock,
Right.
who we would have spoken about along the way. He's, I recorded an indie album, really my first album was an indie album with him. He did Beck and Elliott Smith, Badly Drawn Boy, and so we've gone into a studio with just vintage old instruments. This is not about a computer, and
Which is lovely. It's nice.
it's about real humans and musicians playing it on organic instruments, and it sounds different from anything I've done before, and it's really exciting.
So normally I'd ask how it's changed, but it's kind of started there, gone up to using different technology and stuff, and now you've gone back to the basics then.
Yeah, very much. I suppose this is the album I would have recorded, actually, if my first hadn't sold.
Right, okay.
When the first one sold, I then went on these world tours and got loads of musicians and started recording and being, sounding like I wanted to sound, playing the electric guitar and giving it sound, because I was playing songs and writing songs in order to play them to between 40,000 people at these largest shows. And so rather than writing songs for an audience, I thought I'd write songs for me instead.
Right.
And that was quite hard then, recording in a studio with a microphone and pretending not to think of an audience, pretending not to second guess what it is that people might want to hear. And Tom coming into my sound booth and saying, stop imagining an audience, stop second guessing them, and it's just you and it's just me, and let's just sing.
Stop thinking too much.
Yes.
Stop overthinking, James.
Exactly.
And I've been looking at you for a long, long time, just trying to break through, trying to make you mine. Everybody wants to flame, they don't want to get burned.
And you've achieved so much, and you've been in the music industry for a while now. I mean, it's been a long road, which is great. You've stayed in it. What's been the one highlight that sticks out in your mind? If there's the one moment that you'd say that was great.
I think the very first statement of being able to say I went on a world tour.
Right.
I thought I would go on a tour, but not a world tour, was amazing. And so to have done 3 of those has been an incredible long journey. Festivals are always the best places to play in the world, though. And something like Coachella, I think, was probably an amazing moment for me, to be out in that incredible setting in a socking great tent with thousands of people giving it some and singing along.
I never remember Coachella. That's the trouble. I go.
Yeah, I remember arriving, playing. I don't remember after the show.
Right. Okay. And saying that, you toured with Jason Mraz over here as well, which the people in the US will know you, especially for touring with him.
We did a foreign exchange where while he was touring, I came and did his opening. I was the opening act for him, and then he came over to the UK and he was my opening act.
Touring with Jason Mraz, if you could tour with anyone, who would it be, dead or alive? There was one artist that you could tour with.
Yeah, I think from the kind of 70s they had some amazing performances. That I think Fleetwood Mac as a band would be incredible. Bowie must have been amazing. From that era, I've had the incredible opportunity of touring with Elton John.
Right.
And he was the guy who took me on my first tours around the UK in stadiums, football stadiums, which was my first ever concerts were football stadiums. It was incredible.
People like us, we don't need that much, just someone that starts the spark in my bonfire heart. Days like these lead to nights like this, lead to love like ours. You light the spark in our bonfire heart.
But you live in Ibiza.
Yes, I do.
And you spend a lot of time in the States.
I
Why?
think they pronounce it Ibiza.
Ibiza, it's
here,
Ibiza.
But
it's
you're
Ibiza.
pronouncing it wrong.
What made you choose Ibiza?
I like nightclubs.
Love that answer. I didn't know that.
Yes.
No, I'm kidding, I did.
That's where we met. Yeah, I like nightclubs, but also Ibiza. It's got the biggest nightclubs in the world and some of the most fun in the world. But it's also a Spanish island. It's got incredible, incredible beaches, incredible sea. The Spanish are fantastic people, and the food's great. The weather's great.
Right.
And
Saying that,
and the nightclubs.
And the nightclubs. Saying that though, so England, States, and Ibiza. What's your favourite food dish from each one? Pick one dish that you can only eat in each country.
Here in the States, I like to eat Corona. In the UK, I would just go for whiskey, probably from up north, from Scotland. And from Ibiza, we have, well, why not tequila?
Game on. That young Hollywood is the safest diet that you can live by, as spoken by James Blunt.
Drink responsibly.
Yes, drink responsibly, very responsibly. Have fun.
One that starts the spark in our bonfire heart.